Shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Once again, continuing to move sideways. You know, are we going to be moving to the upside? Are we going to be breaking down below maybe possibly that $3,000 line? We keep hearing people telling us that the market's going to be swaying one way or the other, but it's only a temporary situation, right? We know that in the overall aspect, the cryptocurrency markets are going to be going up. We know in the overall aspect that cryptocurrency is needed for the integration of the internet into human civilization in the future. We know that Bitcoin is decentralized. We know that with the integration of Bitcoin into the human civilization, currency will become equal for everybody. And the powers that be that create this worthless paper money and tell us what the value of it is, their power over us will be diminished. And in this process, we're starting a revolution. And that's what the future of Bitcoin is going to bring us, is the power to change what is for what could be. And you know who's here fighting that with me? Samantha over there in the chat.
Viva la Bitcoin, everyone.
So how you feeling today, Samantha?
Good.
We got rained out this morning, right?
Oh, yeah. It started raining when we got up at like 6 and did not stop.
Yeah, but it makes it look really pretty now that the rain's gone. I mean, everything has that nice effect to it where it's all
the little
washed
greener
and clean.
and
Filters the air for us, right?
Yeah, remember when we did it in our garden part and we used to water them right before the show? Like, because they always look super pretty.
Shh, don't tell them about the camera secrets.
Oh.
Not that our video is good now. I mean, now that we moved out here in the middle of nowhere and the broadband is like, whoop. Yeah, so today we went back to Google Hangouts. I know that you guys were appreciating the streaming labs, but when I went back and took a look at it, it was very glitchy. It was dropping frames left and right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe we can continue to try it on special occasions, but personally, I feel that it's probably going to deter more people from watching the video in the overall sense than bring in new subscribers, followers, people that want to join in our community and fight in this revolution.
Although it was kind of funky because we used the Streamlabs. It didn't show up like normally, and it was kind of funky, and it was a little bit different, and we did get a little bit more views. So I don't know.
Yes, unfortunately, I do believe that at some point here, we're going to have to switch over to these kinds of situations of using Streamlabs and the new beta version of YouTube Studios. It seemed like that since we used those yesterday, it pushed the notification. We did have more views.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did have a horrible comment from somebody down below telling us that our show is trash, pretty much, that they don't like our personal opinions.
Don't like our opinion.
But I was just thinking, well, if it's not for our personal opinions, what are you going to do? You might as well just read the article.
Yeah.
Right?
But, I mean, hey.
And, I mean, I'm not really here all that much for telling you guys the news. I know you guys want to read the news for yourself, right?
Almost everybody I mean,
we're here for the free help desk. We're here for the revolution. Right, we're here to be able to raise some money so that at least we can get out there and pass out Bitcoin flyers like we're planning on doing here at the Forbidden Kingdom Music Festival in just a week or two.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
All right, Samantha. Would you mind pulling up that screen share? We can take a look at the coin paprika together, see what's going on with these markets. Then we'll talk about a little bit of stuff. I got some news to get into. But as always, you guys, please go ahead, put your comments and questions in the chat. That's another reason that we're here, is that we answer questions on air live.
Yes.
You know, and there is no paying me 0.1 or 0.01 Bitcoin to be able to get my services or help through Twitter or the email help desk or live here on air, right? I just like to call it as I see it, though, Sammy. I'm sorry. All right, so we got that BTC dominance coming in at 53.28%. Awesome, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we are definitely above those 50%, especially those low 30s. Remember we had seen those?
Ooh. I do remember. That was not fun.
We got the market cap down tiny bit. 0.03. Not enough to write home about. $113 billion. We got Bitcoin. It's up. Not enough to really write home about either. It's up only 0.69 as we're coming in at $3,461. Still a consolidation period moving sideways. still trying to figure out how long we're going to move sideways, still trying to figure out whether or not the bottom's in, still trying to figure out whether we're going to break to the upside or to the downside. And personally, if you're asking me, I could not tell you. But we got some news today that could help you maybe figure that out a little bit. But we know that in the overall aspect, cryptocurrency is going to be going to the upside. We have the halving coming. We have an ever-increasing demand for digital currency. And the frontier of the development of this is being spread into so many different forms of technology and the future and what we have going on in our daily lives that it's going to be hard to start separating it here at some point. As we've seen yesterday, you know, concert tickets, you know, who owns them being stored on the Ethereum blockchain to prevent scalping, dApps, things like that. You're not even going to know that they're on a blockchain and part of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, the way that they're making wallets and apps and stuff and dApps now that are like, I mean, they're going to be seamless at some point where you're not even realizing that you're using a dApp and a wallet and an exchange and all this all at once, all together, just bam.
I mean, personally, you know, I see the biggest hurdle here is the volatility. The volatility in Bitcoin, I think, is what deters people from wanting to spend their hard fiat cash, because it is that, you know, that's the problem. It's not easy to come by $1 nowadays. And then to want to turn it into Bitcoin and be able to have it lose $1, it's the sense that you have to take those extra dollars or cut back on your daily cost to be able to put it in this, knowing that you're going to change your future.
Yeah, it's just like how we were talking about how like no one in America notices like the microinflation of stuff, you know, and we don't, but it still happens. But it's a real hard mentality to get somebody to realize, like, who cares if it goes up and down $100 or $1,000? Like, it is still better than the dollar bill that you think doesn't change, because it does.
I mean, it's hard to tell people in a first world country that Bitcoin is better. Now you go talk to people in, you know, progressing nations where their currency is not as stable, and they can understand this concept much better than we can.
Yeah, because the illusion that the money is stable isn't there. They don't even have that. They know that their bread could go up and down dollars in a day.
All right, let's continue on here. We got XRP up a full percent here, 0.014, coming in at 30.6 cents. But still down 3.84 in the overall on the week. As you can see, we got red over in the overall week for everybody, but green today. So hopefully we can continue with this uptrend. We got Ethereum at 106. That's up 0.68, down 9% on the week. We got EOS. Look at that, hopping over Bitcoin Cash right there, taking the number 4 spot. $2.33. That's up 0.83. Down 5.32 for the week. We got Bitcoin Cash, $117. Up 4.46%.
Oh, but down
for the week. 8.42. Tether still at $1. Litecoin 32.92. Not bad. Up 3.9%. Down 2.33 for the week. Still havening this crypto winner pretty well if we're at the bottom here. Tron 2.5 cents. Up 0.36. Not really enough to care about, but overall, look at that, down 4.17.
I don't know. They've had a lot of news lately, so.
They always have a lot of news. I mean, that's how this cryptocurrency space, time moves faster than it does normally. If you have a good marketing department that's able to constantly keep putting the news out there, if you have ties with Coin Media Desk there, you can keep getting the articles put out about you. If you got a good Twitter.
5 things in a day.
I mean, FUD and FOMO, you know, it's what rules the cryptocurrency market, it seems like. We got Stellars here at 8.1 cents. That's up 0.1 right now, but look at that, down 21.11%.
Oh.
Biggest loser here in the top 10 for sure.
I don't think that airdrop did them as many favors as they should have.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people did just like we did, and they went out there and dumped it. It was a free $25. I was like, cha-ching, more Bitcoin. Here we come. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, $64. That's up 1.36, down 13.89 for the week. You still been looking at that Binance coin on that backside of the news there of BNB taking credit cards. I haven't been over there personally to check it out. I don't use Binance all that often, but I'm also not a very big trader. So look at this. They're up 2.29%, down 1.48% for the week. That's really not all that bad considering the losses we've been looking at for the overall week. Weathering quite well there. Not that I'm giving financial advice to anybody. Look at that, $6.42, still looking cheap. I remember them being over $15 at one point. I don't even know what the all-time high was. I think we got Steam down here coming in at 51. Yes,
Yep.
There we go. 27.6 cents, up 2.28. Still down 21.97.
Ooh, they fell far. Huh?
And let's head back up here to the top. See what we got going on here with the Steam back dollar. And coming in at 86.3 cents, telling us that these altcoins have dropped under the value again.
Yep.
But that's up,
if that's what you're going with, that's a yes. Yeah.
up 4.87%. Still down, though, for the weekly, 7.9. Okay, so that's the markets, everybody. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to show a tally fund because we raised all of our money. So thank you once again. If you guys didn't catch last night's episode of the Bonfire,
I do like how it has like the little song and the sunshine comes out and everything when you reach the goal. It makes me happy. Besides that the goal is reached, it just makes me happy.
But yeah, I am. Thank you very much for the last $85 donation to get us up to the $600 in Bitcoin we were looking for. We were trying to achieve an overall goal of $850 to be able to make this event happen. We did receive cash donations, so we brought down the Bitcoin request.
Yep, we got the super chat Google ad sentness or whatever. Quite a lot, yes.
But here we go. This is a Twitter for the event that we're looking to be able to head to. It's going to be February 16th and 17th. So, what's today? The 2nd?
Yes.
So
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog's Day. I heard the groundhog seen a shadow, or didn't see a shadow.
Didn't see a shadow.
So we got
early. Yes.
Maybe that'll be the end for the crypto winter too. That'd be nice, right?
Good.
Do we have a crypto groundhog?
We need a crypto groundhog.
Right. Let us know what's going on. But. So here we go. Here's their Twitter. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get out to this. I think it's going to be an amazing adventure to be able to pass out these Bitcoin flyers with the embedded QR codes needed to be able to get you started with Bitcoin and to be able to spread the word once again out there to these millennials that seemed very receptive last time. Hopefully they'll seem receptive this time. And once again, we don't stop working over here at Bitcoin and Coffee, and we're already trying to start planning our next adventure to be able to get out there and pass out even more flyers to even more millennials at these electric music festivals. We're looking at the Sunset Music Festival in Tampa, Florida.
Yes.
And that'll be, it's probably like 100 days away from now. We'll start up the tally fund for that maybe a week after we get back from this event. Let everyone's wallets take a break, right? I hate begging for money.
I don't know. I like that they came out with their, can bring in list, which awesome. Didn't say anything about flyers because EDC did.
Yes. They said no totems, so I guess I'm glad I didn't spend any money to make a Bitcoin totem and not be able to bring it in.
Yeah, none of those for some reason or another. And they did let you bring a lot more stuff in, like blankets and towels and a little bit of clothing and some more stuff because EDC really didn't let you bring in like anything. It's near the water, which is also kind of cool. And was it on their Twitter or their Facebook? But we saw a giant dragon head and I'm pretty sure that's going to be their stage thing. Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
It was here on the Twitter. Let me see. I think it's down here just a little bit further. There we go.
Yes.
So this will be an amazing adventure. I think it'll go over really well. I can't wait to be able to bring you guys back as much B-roll footage of this as I possibly can because, of course, the bass distorts the sound really bad.
Yes, and this is supposed to be a bass, like drum and bass one, so I'm not seeing this at all.
But you were talking about possibly wanting to shoot a video in our motel room.
Yes, in or around or outside, because it's supposed to be another beach, Pompano Beach. So, yes. That's another beach. It's supposed to be a nice, area and pretty. So, I don't know, maybe.
So, once again, we're back to that same old situation of we're making a big push here at Bitcoin and Coffee to spread Bitcoin awareness and promote the channel over the next 60 days. We're going to be bringing you as much video as we possibly can. Right, Samantha?
Yes.
And one of the best things you can do right now is give us the thumbs up because that helps YouTube's algorithm. There we go. That's the word we need. Yes, algorithm determine that this is a good show. People will value our content and promote it.
Yep.
And that's kind of what we need. I mean, views have been down, subscribers have been down. I mean, we're completely not for profit, so no one's trying to scam anybody or get rich here. We're providing a free email help desk service, also via Twitter. We're providing daily news content with commentary. We're also getting out there and putting feet on the ground, like you're seeing here, talking about spreading the Bitcoin awareness to everybody to start the revolution.
Thumbs up, hit the bell, you know, all of that good
All right,
stuff.
let's stop the screen share. Let's pull up the backyard. Let's go ahead and pull up the super chat. Let's see what we got going on today.
Oh, Tune is here. She says, good morning.
Tune, oh, I'm glad that we have new people that are starting to join the show every single day. And I hate pointing out that you're a girl, Tune, but the fact that you're a female and you're interested in crypto and that you're watching our show, you're like the 1%. And I really do appreciate you getting out there in the chat and keeping Samantha company.
I know.
You got to come on our show sometime. We're always looking for people to come join us. We like doing interviews. We're not looking for cryptocurrency creators or ICOs. We want the average everyday person, because Bitcoin's a peer-to-peer currency, right? And I'm one peer and you're the other peer on the other end of this. So we need to know what it's going to take to get everyday people involved in Bitcoin. So please tell us your story. Let us know what you got going on. Let's set something up. Totally free as of recently to be able to figure this stuff out over the next 60 days. Like I said, big push on the channel. So what do we got going on in the chat over there, Samantha?
We have R. Afterman gave us $1 super chat.
Thank you, Afterman. Thank you, my man.
Okay, we have Full-Time Geek who gave us a $10 super chat.
Full-Time Geek, my man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for joining us today.
Scott Gable is here. Says, good morning, my friends, Eugene and Sam. Cold and snowy up here in Pennsylvania. Still love listening to you guys. Oh, thank you.
Well, stay warm.
You've been around forever too, bro.
I know, Scott Gable. We appreciate you and everything you've done for this channel. We appreciate everybody that stops by and watching. Even just the view numbers coming up here and there on the other side of 50, we do appreciate it. It lets us know that, hey, we're not wasting our time getting out here researching the cryptocurrency stuff and talking about it out here, giving our opinion. And most off the free email help desk and making these plans to get out there and pass out Bitcoin flyers to spread the awareness.
All right. We have Andy Anderson saying, when Bitcoin and coffee cruise. I know, right? Yeah.
Actually, I have never been on a cruise.
Neither have I.
The closest I've ever come is one of those casino boats where they go out in the ocean, like to the 5 miles out or whatever.
I've done that.
Gamble for a couple hours and come back.
And
we went for the free boat ride.
When we lived in Alaska, we did deep sea fishing, but it was like a charter boat, like that whole 10 people type deal for the day. Like never on it, and never like sleeping or so. Yeah. Oh, the sailboat. I mean, we slept on water in the sailboat, but that was about it. Ooh, cruises. Okay. And Toon says that she'd be game for the cruise. Oh, yeah.
All right.
She also says it's warmer in the Midwest today. Almost 40 degrees. Nice. Yeah. Ooh, we're at like 70. Yeah.
I think I seen the horrible picture on Facebook where they're like, it's so cold, and they showed the back of a toilet and it was like the insides were all frozen, the water part where you flush it.
Right? Like, yes, the actual horrible. Okay. The pothead is here.
You know what? Every time the pothead shows up, it means it's time to get down to business here.
John from Malibu is also here.
Oh, John from Malibu. Thank you for joining us. We're about to start digging into the news. Let us know what you guys think about these stories. Let us know if you got any questions or comments or anything else you got going on here in the cryptocurrency space. Of course, that's why Samantha's here, right, Samantha?
Yeah.
All right. So, Augur, right? Making some big moves today?
Yeah.
Why do you think this is?
Because there's lots of things to bet on.
Super Bowl tomorrow, right? I don't know. I mean, I guess if I was a betting person, this would definitely be a way to go about it where you know that you're going to get your money, right?
Yes, it's not like the bar, like, you know,
the bookie at the bar,
the
the drunk sitting next to you having a couple beers as you're watching the game. I bet you $500 the Patriots are going to win, man.
Yep. Yes. No. Yes. I guess it's a little bit for sure because it's already, the pot is real, you know, like it's, oh no, like whoever gets it, I get it. Like you don't got to fight somebody over it. You don't got to figure out, oh man, no, I got a car payment due tomorrow. Can we do this next week?
So, I mean, if the price is up on this side of it, though, I mean, I would kind of go with the assumption that the price is going to be down on the backside of Super Bowl here, where everybody that kind of got involved to sell.
Yep.
So
that would suck, but yes, that they're not going to be picking another something to gamble bet on.
But at the same time, I mean, if you're not looking at it in the facet of, you know, I'm trying to make some money off the situation, it's showing that there's spiked interest in these kind of services, right? I mean, if people are actually using it enough to pump the price up a little bit, supply demand situation tells us that these prediction markets, right? Because that's what it is a prediction market, has a little bit of use case scenario. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I'm saying that down the road, it shows that people are liking this ideal, and that it could develop into more of a use case ideal as people continue to try it out and see if it works.
Yeah, I mean, it does have a use case. I mean, it is running, it is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and has done it, you know, since they started it. I mean, we're not gamblers, so it's not, there is absolutely no draw to this at all. But yeah, okay, I get it. It's the whole flip a coin. You get two choices, pick one, somebody's a winner.
But we've also seen that the daily use case of Augur is minimal.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff we're hearing when you hear about Augur is the crazy stuff about like the assassination of presidents and, you know, diplomats and stuff. Is it going to happen or not going to happen? And it's like, okay, I mean, at least the Super Bowl and sports stuff is in the realm of, I get the reason why you might want to, you know, one side or the other.
I still like the tin hat theory of being able to put an assassination out on it. But if this person were to magically die on this date, I put $1 million on it. So that way, if you actually go out and commit the murder, you could get the $1 million.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how criminalness works on Augur, if you know. Yeah.
All right. So anything in the chat, or should we just be moving into the next little bit of news?
Toon says that she really should come on our show and that she will send us an email within the next few days. Oh, what?
Oh, please. Thank you, Toon. That would be great. I would love to have you join us, right? Because usually when people join us, we just go ahead and keep it nice and loose like we got it now. You just join in the conversation either via phone, like we had our last guest, or via Hangouts, Google Hangouts, and there's another little box with your face in it. We can make you big and little.
We even did with wasn't it Skype with Bitcoin Ben? So I mean, we can work with whatever you got going on.
Of course.
Oh, and Joshua Thomas Hansen said that he'd tune in for Toon. And awesome. She said that she would tune in for him. Yay, everybody loves everybody. Yay.
All right, so CoinPulse, right? Another exchange, another problem. Good and bad, right? I mean, I hate hearing about all this bad, but you know what? When I keep hearing about all this stuff, like exchanges shutting down and miners shutting down and all this, it's letting me know the bottom's coming in, right? As I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my viewer count going down and other people struggling on YouTube to be able to get people to watch them, it tells me the bottom's coming in. So it's a sweet, bitter taste, right? Because it means that we're getting there and we got to go through it, but it lets us know that we're getting there. So here we are, CoinPulse Exchange. They're shutting down. They went into maintenance mode today. You got till February 7th to withdraw your funds. Pretty much after that, you're not going to get your funds.
There's not a good chance that's happening.
Yeah, you're going to be able to have to take control of them yourself. So always keep your eye to the horizon. I mean, not keeping your own private keys is never the greatest ideal, but of course traders are going to do what traders got to do. You want your stop losses out there. You know, you don't want to lose money while you're sleeping, so you got to leave your money in the exchanges. And I know that these smaller exchanges is where you get those cryptos that are under the 200s, right? And that's where the big money is at if you're going to be making it. So it's risk and reward situation. You know, if you're willing to take all these risks because you want that much of a reward, at least pay attention to the exchange. So if they're going to go belly up, you get your money out in time.
Yeah, crap. I mean, whoa. Yes.
I know. We talked about the one yesterday, and I wish I had read more articles on it before I had gotten out on air, because it made me feel like I was like half cocked, like I only knew part of the information, knowing that what was the name of that? Quadrax?
Quadra, yeah.
Where the guy died, and they're saying the money's missing.
Possibly, maybe. They think, I mean.
I'm definitely going with conspiracy theory. I mean, of course, a disease that seldom people die of, and he was in India.
Yes. Crohn's disease, which, like, I mean, I Googled it just to make sure, because I was like, no, that's like the stomach stuff. I mean, yes, it's not awesome, and yes, it's painful, but you don't die from it. And yes, Google agreed with me and said very, very rarely, but you never know. I mean, maybe he did not get checked by a doctor. Maybe something. Maybe they bought a death certificate. I mean,
if he died somewhere that was a better rated country than like India, you know, maybe I might believe the death certificate. I want to see a body, right? What the habeas corpus acts. Without a body, I don't believe this. I want to see it. Camera, live feed, stamp the blockchain on it.
But regardless,
I want to see the hash.
Like, regardless, even, okay, so let's just go with the hypothetical. The man did die. Really? He was the only one that knew where everything was? The only one.
That is somewhat believable. A lot of people in cryptocurrency, you know, privacy is hard to come by. Keeping this stuff safe is hard to come by. I mean, me and you work in a buddy system, but me and you work in a buddy system about everything. In life, a lot of people aren't as fortunate as we are, and they don't trust anyone else besides themselves.
Well, and it was like 190 billion or million or something. So that was a lot. It's not like it wasn't a lot, but I don't know. I think that there's more to this. I do not think it's exactly the way it is, and I don't know if that man really died or not, or if they do or don't have. I really don't. I'm feeling like some kind of like extravagant exit scamness going on here.
New way to exit.
Yes, die.
All right, so I mean, let's dig into some more news. Of course, is that another super chat over there on the screen?
Ken Bozak. 420. Have a day, bro. Shout out to Full Time Geek. Well, he also says no one watches his show anymore either.
Oh, okay.
We do.
To be honest, it has been a while. I seen that he had went off for a while.
One, and then
he had went off for a while, and then I seen that you had come back. I caught a couple of them, and I seen that you had a fireside chat this morning, or an episode that was on my subscription page, but I didn't get around to watching it. Once again, it's been hard to get around to watching YouTube, but I have noticed that the number of people, the YouTubers out there putting out content, especially on the daily basis, has been getting smaller and smaller. Part of the reason I'm trying to make a push to actually get back out here and do the daily content. Somebody has to do it, right? I mean, Bitcoin awareness isn't going to happen on its own.
Yeah.
And I mean, the downside or the upside to this, which is hard to fight against, is that this is the time of accumulation, right? This is the time to get into Bitcoin, not when it's $20,000 and everyone else is jumping on board. That's the worst time to get into Bitcoin. Right now is the time when we're trying to figure out if it's the bottom, if we're trying to figure out if Bitcoin is actually going to get any cheaper, if we're looking at the possibility of Bitcoin going up either in 6 months or 18 months.
Yeah.
That's trying to tell you how long you got to dollar cost average this stuff. So even if you are just looking for profit and you're looking for that fiat cash and you're in it not for any of the revolution reasons that me and Samantha are in it for, that's okay too, because we need you, right? Cryptocurrency community needs everybody in all aspects. That's what's so great about this, is that
there is something for everybody.
It's multifaceted.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. We got Joel Ortiz. We've heard this name before, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the dude with the Gucci in the airport.
Yeah, the dude with the Gucci in the airport who got arrested for the $5 million crypto scam that involved the SIM hack. Pretty much the first. He's the first person in the United States that's been arrested and tried for these SIM hack charges. So kind of famous now for it.
Yep.
About 40 victims total. So that's a pretty good scam there. I mean, you do a SIM hack on 40 people or 40 victims.
Yeah, you pretend to be 40 people. You get a crap load of
$5 million.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't know why you'd hang out in the U.S. I mean, once I started getting above that $1 million line, you definitely find me overseas.
Well, that's probably why he was in the Gucci with the airport. Like, he was trying to get out.
Yeah, $1 late and a minute short.
Right?
Well, he went ahead and about a week ago, he pled guilty. So I guess he's not going to fight it, right? So why not? They probably offered him a pretty good deal here in comparison to what he was looking at. 10 years. Not anything I'd want to do. This is one of those reasons I'm always saying the long arm of the law is very long and will come and get you. Try not to do anything illegal in crypto, right?
I think this is the dude that also took the plea and gave up the private keys and stuff. I mean, like, I'm almost positive this is all the same one.
Yeah, I think he did give up the private keys, but I think he also had a partner.
Yes, he did.
And the partner controlled some of the crypto as well and was not caught.
So they only got a portion, right?
So, I mean, of course, we only receive bits and pieces, one little bit at a time. We have to remember and we have to extrapolate. So probably he gave up some information on his partner as well.
Yes, to get his plea deal of, okay, but
yes. And then here he is. If he's only looking at 10 years prison time, how much time does he actually have to serve? 5 or 6 with good behavior.
And isn't this like white collar jail, like the
Probably.
not the criminal, like violent ones? Like
So
yeah,
he gets yard time in tennis.
They're all
Coffee?
like, they're all probably.
All right. Hey, if you get coffee, I mean, sign me up. Oh no. Can you keep the private keys and wait for me?
Well, yeah, don't turn like.
All right. So we're looking at him getting sentenced in March, though. Of course, red tape, government, courts take a long time.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of like the date, March 14th. It's my birthday. So I mean, we're gonna see justice. You know, they got the money back. We had seen last time that he gave up the private keys. They're trying to set an example, pretty much. They're going to say, if you're going to go out there and you're going to do these sim hacks, that you could be looking at 10 years or more.
Aren't these the only ones that actually got away? Because one of them worked for a cell phone company, and the other one was getting the SIM cards and calling. Like, they got caught because they were stupid. Like, they literally were able to be traced about how they were linking the phones and. But aren't they the only ones that actually have gotten?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
Yep, they're the first and only ones that have gotten caught and arrested and have gotten this much money through the SIM swap hack.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that I'm on my father's family plan, and I can call up our...
You're giving too much details.
I'm gonna say
I just gave out my birthday. Don't tell them what family plan you're on and who your carrier
but I can
is.
call up, you know, and
there's crypto on your wallet.
Okay, then I will just stop. But I know they don't ask a lot of questions, people. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yes, you're saying that when you call up on your account,
they don't
and
really need a lot.
It's in your father's name, and you just go about talking, and they don't ask any questions.
Not really.
Yes. Okay, so do we got anything over there in the chat, Samantha, or should we just continue along into our last story?
Well, Toon says that that we all need to go check out Ken Bozak. We do. We will.
I'm sorry, Ken. I will actually go check out your show after this, and I'll share it on my Twitter. Definitely got to help you, of course, if things aren't going great over there on your channel.
Everybody's
great guy. I mean, everybody loves Ken Bozak.
Yes, because
original OG right there.
John from Malibu says love Ken Bozak. Full-time Geek says thank you, Ken Bozak. And Andy Anderson says the Bitcoin needs to tick up to get more views. So I mean the Bitcoin needs to come up before. And I mean that is when we were doing the crappier videos, everybody would say crypto, and that's horrible. Like, looking back, it's like, man. Really?
Oh, I know. That's horrible cell phone videos.
Yeah.
I feel ashamed almost in comparison. But, hey, it's a long road down crypto. I mean, I'm glad that it's all out there so that you guys can see my journey and at least understand where I came from. And at least that I've stayed true to these principles, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have always stayed and stated that Bitcoin is number one. And then never went the way of Bitcoin Unlimited, Bitcoin Cash. I was pro SegWit. I mean, I've sat here and said some of these altcoins are a good way to make money. Some of them look decent. Was never for BitConnects or any of these scammy things. Never promoted Gunbot, even though I've heard of people have made money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Gunbot actually is one of the few bots out there that supposedly work if you're willing to babysit it, from what I hear.
Yes, because you can't just, you do have to really have a lot of dynamics, whatever you want to go with. Karen McGrath is also here. She says good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Karen. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, now we're caught up on the chat.
All right, so the last little bit of news that I got that I thought we should talk about out here was that Wyoming went ahead and passed that crypto bill that we were talking about a few days back. The one that went ahead and called Bitcoin and cryptocurrency intangible personal property. The one that helped classify cryptocurrency in one of 3 different categories. And if it fell in those 3 categories, we could call it this intangible personal property, which had the same treatment as fiat money.
Yeah.
So that's a big step in the right direction. For the good and the bad, right? It'll help laws, regulations, courts, things like that understand what cryptocurrency is in the state, help them protect people and litigate with it. Same time, we also seen a situation in Florida where they tried to use cryptocurrency as a money laundering, and because it wasn't seen as money, they had to let the guy go.
Yeah, they're trying to retry or something the dude right now because it just got thrown out again.
So
I mean, yes, what this will help, like, what, divorcing and, like, I mean, all of the
Yes.
court
There you
stuff.
go. There's the
Yes.
number one reason right there. Help with the divorce. He owns Bitcoin and a
Well,
lot of it.
She gets half.
That's money.
Yep.
The new law says that's money and she gets half. I don't know how to make you give it to me.
But you're going to have to.
Well, maybe we'll take it out of the rest of your assets that you have.
You still like your boat? I mean, I don't know, man. Yes, it is. It's just like the ETF crap. It's like, oh, cool. So, yeah, like, big investment.
I can't believe you just said that word.
I know.
Wow.
Doesn't think we're stupid. Awesome. And then it's like, no, it's really not awesome. It's the same concept. It's like, great that it's in the court system. Wait, no, not really. Oh, no.
Well, so the last little bit I got on this story here is that it's going to authorize banks to provide custodial services for cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So we've seen a lot of stuff about these custodial services for hedge funds, credit investors, big money, whales, all that kind of stuff, where they're not necessarily into holding their private keys or think that they have the technical know-how in order to hold their private keys. I mean, of course, the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin education is the most important part when it comes to this stuff, not holding the cryptocurrency, but knowing why and how you're holding it.
And you know where you're holding it, and you know all of those awesome things.
It's just that, I mean, cryptocurrency seems like one of those things where you gotta find out that fire's hot by getting burned when you're a kid. In cryptocurrency, you gotta get scammed and you gotta lose some money. And once you lose some money, then you kind of, woo, all right, I understand what's happening here.
I mean, yeah. And I guess it's probably a little because it's on the intangible side that it is. I mean, if you lose dollar bills or your wallet, you stop doing whatever that action was or that, you know, habit was that made you lose, like, all your stuff because, hey, it's like $100 for a new Social Security card and it's like $100 for a new license, let alone whatever you lost in it. For some reason, I really do think because it is digital, people kind of have a less risk feeling in it, and it really shouldn't have any less of a risk than you putting that $20 bill or that $50 bill on that table and walking away. If you're not comfortable with doing that, then you should, because but I really do think that people, it is kind of a barrier, yes, that they're not, they really don't, they feel safer than they are.
Well, all of this is going to be happening on March 1st. So,
okay.
Not too far away, still leading us towards that March, April, May.
Yeah.
Right. Heading towards that marker, telling us that hopefully here in 2019, fingers crossed, that cryptocurrency is going to be going to the upside.
I mean,
let's all hope, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still here. I'm going to stay here. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of indicators that are telling us that either we're at the bottom or really close to it. If we're going to continue to move sideways for a while, I couldn't say. I know that I've definitely changed my mind and thoughts on cryptocurrency back to a period of accumulation, less of a period of hodl, and definitely not a period of selling.
Yes. I got no selling feelings going on.
So what do we got going on in the chat? Anything else we should address? As always, you guys, it looks like we're about to be wrapping up the show. So if you got anything you want to talk about, questions, comments, if you think we suck, tell us why over there, or at least down in the comments below. Right. All right.
We can take it. We're big kids. Okay.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right. Did we got anything over there in the chat?
Well, we got Crypto Kerbit saying happy weekend all. And Full-Time Geek is asking, is there any other crypto enthusiasm or enthusiast veterans secretly watching? Dun, dun, dun. And Silver Crypto is here. Awesome. If Bitcoin goes to 1,000, are you scared yet?
I don't think we're going to head down to 1,000.
And even if it does, I mean, I wouldn't be scared. I just really would not be parting with not a single Satoshi on anything.
It's one of those situations where it is what it is. You know, I mean, I can't stop it. I just know that the future is bright. If it headed down to $1,000, yes, the Bitcoins I have bought are going to be underwater severely. Are we still paying the bills, Sam?
Yeah.
Are we still breathing?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Is water still free out the tap?
It is, because we got a well.
Then you know what? Hey, life goes on, right?
It does.
We'll see what tomorrow brings.
We all woke up today. Be happy.
I did
Yeah.
wake up today. And you know what? I'm above the ground and I'm taking in this oxygen and it's pretty good.
It will be okay. I don't really care what the price of Bitcoin is. I know eventually at some point it will be a lot.
It's not about the price. I mean, price is for people that are here for money. And that's great if you're here for the money. And I'm sorry if you're having a hard time if you're here for the money, right? If you're here for the long-term aspect and you think that buying a little bit here and there is going to help set you up for a better future because the price of Bitcoin has to go up because of the deflationary incentivization in it, okay, you know what your goals are. If you're here for the revolution, then money has nothing to do with this. This has to do with the fact that you're sick and tired of the fact that the banks hold you down, that your credit score never works for you, that going and punching the time clock from 9 to 5 leaves you in a situation of exhausted at the end of the day, but yet you don't have enough money really to pay much more than your bills. So why are you here? That's going to tell you why you have a problem with what's going on right now in the Bitcoin market. I'm here for the revolution. I don't really have a problem with what's going on in the Bitcoin market right now. The price is down. Yes, that kind of sucks. I'm still accumulating, but the technology is getting better every day. And that's a step in the right direction for everybody getting into this and adoption happening.
Full-Time Geek says, we are the value we seek. Much love, bro.
All right, you guys. 60 days, big push here at Bitcoin and Coffee, trying to bring you those daily episodes. The very best thing you guys can do is right now, if you're watching this video, hit that thumbs up button. All right. If you took the time to watch this video, if you took the time to actually stay here this long, it's not that hard to do. It's real easy. It'll help everybody else find this channel, right?
Yes.
We almost got 2 for 1 yesterday, or 1 for 2.
Yes.
One out of every 2 people went ahead and hit that thumbs up. I'd like to see if we can't break that. The next best thing you guys can go ahead and do is to share, right? They got that share button right there.
Yes, they do.
You can share it out on Twitter. You can share it out on Facebook. That helps show other people that this community, even though maybe small, exists. And that there is a free email help desk provided by me and Samantha at eugeneforce20@gmail.com. You can go ahead and shoot us an email. Ask us whatever you'd like. We try to get back to you within 24 hours with our best answer. We're not here for financial advice. We're here to help you. You know, open up an account somewhere, get started in Bitcoin, answer those beginning questions, right? Hardware wallet questions, that kind of stuff.
We're a community and we need to be here for each other.
Twitter, that's another great way.
Yes.
All right. So then what comes next? We're on a lot of different social media, right? We're on all those different cryptocurrency social media. We're on Steam, right? Right there with Full-Time Geek. So please come on over there. Give us the upvote on Steam. We're also on Tribes. We're on Minds. Like I keep saying, we're on Twitter. Okay, please come follow us on all of those. Give us the upvote. Yep. Collecting these alternative cryptocurrencies is a great way to help us out when the next bull market comes, right? We'll be able to buy that fancy $2,000 camera and look good, even though our internet's still going to suck no matter what. And it's our biggest bottleneck here at Bitcoin and Coffee.
I know, because it's like we're not moving. So now what are we doing?
Besides that, the notification bell. Right, the notification bell is going to let you know when we're out here next, and coming and joining the live stream and getting in the chat and participating in this community is amazing. All right, we've been doing it for 2 years. We love you guys. We love everything that you guys do. We got that donational address down there below if you want to help out the channel. That goes back into buying more equipment in order to make it happen. We reached the goal of the tally fund, so we don't have one right now. I think I left the link down there below, though, unfortunately.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome. We will not be here tomorrow, though. We are taking 1 day off, right? Because we said we were only going to do the 6 days a week. And, of course, Sunday is the best day to be taking off.
Eugene's a Sunday fun day kind of guy.
Sunday fun day. So we won't be here tomorrow. We will be here Monday, though. We're going to be shooting for that 8 a.m. slot.
Yes.
So please come join us Monday at 8 a.m. for another cup of Bitcoin and coffee. Remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.